Hello everyone, welcome to my channel RK Videos. Today I want to talk about a spiritual book Immortal Talks, which is also available in Hindi by the name of Kali Hanumani. I enjoyed reading this book very much, hence I wanted to share about it with all of you. Hanumanji is immortal. To impart the supreme knowledge, he chose some special tribal disciples near the forest of Sri Lanka. He promised that he will visit them every 41 years. This supreme knowledge imparted by Hanumanji to his disciples has reached us through the efforts of Hanudasji in his book Immortal Talks. Although Hanudas is not his real name, rather given to him by his guru. Hanudasji used to live in Toronto, Canada. A turning point in his life came when he lost his wife in an accident and his only son to drugs and paranoid schizophrenia. The day he had buried his son, he became strangely hollow, like a hoop which lets things pass through it. After the burial, when his brother was driving him home, he stared blankly out the window. It was not until his eyes met an extremely unusual scene that his mind got reactivated. Bigfoot, magical flying monkey, he shouted, as he saw a giant hairy figure flying so that it seemed to hover horizontally over a car that was running alongside theirs. There is no such thing there. His brother replied, "You need rest." He had shot his brother a stern look of disbelief. Of course, there he had broken off when he returned his gaze outside his car window, and the magical creature was no longer there. He had peered out to find the roof of the car completely empty, except a small saffron flag fluttering on its front. To his utter astonishment, the flag was imprinted with a figure very much like the one he had seen hovering over the roof a moment before. That, as he later came to know, was the immortal Lord Hanuman. One of the seats in that car was occupied by a holy man with a long beard adorning his face. That was the first time he had seen his Guru or Gurudev. That was no hallucination, Handas. You actually had a glimpse of the immortal Lord Hanuman that afternoon. Gurudev had explained a few months later to him. He had come to India, leaving his past identity behind in Toronto. Gurudev had given him a new name, Hanudas. Gurudev confirmed, Lord Hanuman was indeed hovering over my car, protecting me from the evil forces that see me as their enemy because I am healing misery-stricken souls all over the world. Only pure souls can see Lord Hanuman, Gurudev further explained. When you were returning from your son's funeral, your mind was absolutely blank, completely free and detached from everything the external world had to offer. The moment you saw Lord Hanuman hovering over my car, your mind got reactivated and relapsed into doing what a human mind generally does. Gurudev, what should I do to make my soul pure again? An aware soul is a pure soul. If a soul is aware of who it is and where it is headed, it is pure. Are you? Gurudev looked in his eyes. Aware of who you are and where you are headed. Yes, Gurudev, he replied at once. I just want to spend the rest of my life in your service. Hanudas, your soul, like the majority of humans of this era, is asleep, said Gurudev. a mysterious smile on his face. Lord Hanuman is directing your soul. Once you awaken your soul, Lord Hanuman himself will guide your actions. He will take you wherever you need to go to fulfill your. Gurudev's words had stopped registering in his mind. He sat there staring at Gurudev, his mind absolutely blank. In a fleeting flash of divine light, he saw the path he had to follow. He realized what he had to do. The next morning, he left Gurudev's hermitage for no particular destination with nothing but a backpack of essentials and, most importantly, Gurudev's blessing. He had wandered for months from glittering cities to dark, remote villages. He felt a tingling in his mind after a long time when, in the course of his wanderings, he came across a group of tribal people. He had no particular reason to believe it. Nonetheless, a forceful thought lingered in his mind that those people, or the Matangs, as he later came to call them, could see and interact with something invisible. This thought had spawned a hope in his mind that the invisible being they interacted with was the immortal Lord Hanuman. After several months of telling the Matangs, all he had been able to obtain was a set of 7 symbols inscribed on several things like broken clay pots, tree trunks, rocks, and even on sand. His two fellow sages who were assisting him in this pursuit, Swamiji and Brahmachariji, had been growing uninterested as the days passed without any breakthrough. Very soon afterwards, he deciphered the meaning of the set of 7 symbols he had collected from the Matangs. It was a puzzle that translated as follows: the immortal Lord Hanuman comes every 41 years to impart supreme knowledge to his disciples, the Matangs. Over the course of the next several months, he collected thousands of such symbols or the puzzles wherein lay enshrined the entire knowledge Lord Hanuman imparted to his disciples. He, with the help of other sages, deciphered these puzzles and documented them under the title Immortal Talks. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. For any question or suggestions, please comment below. Thank you.